My worst enemy. Can't host. All right, so I said previously that I would be doing something different with this. Obviously, I would be, but dude, I'm so much in my head, Pauls, that I try to keep up with everything that I do. I gotta write down stuff like these notes. When y'all see me, I'm usually writing it down because it's so much that goes on in my daily life. I try to pick it up. But new part in the banks. I said. I think last week before last, I said the episode I was going to do was going to be the last one. In this format, legit, this is the last one. For many reasons. Dude, it ain't too much to talk about. I'm not going to hold you. I got to freestyle this. Like, I legit have to freestyle this one. It's nothing to talk about. Like, the NFL season is coming up. Don't turn this off, though. I got to do something now. And I said I was going to separate this from everything that I'm doing. Nah, I'll just keep it as it is because, why not? Keep the legacy that me and Davis had going on. Obviously, if you saw the last week episode, that was great. We picked up right where we left off. Anytime my guy wants to talk, he'll talk. But, I'll just keep it going at this point. Plus, I got the YouTube premium on this for 2 months free because I didn't pay for it on my own account. So, we in this for life, I guess. And mainly because the subscribers going up. That's the whole thing. Let me get technical for a minute. Like I said, it ain't a lot to talk about. NFL season about to start. Their training camp is next week. That's about it. I won't be here for that. Legit, all podcast and stuff, other than probably Wiretap, I probably won't be doing anything. I'll probably be doing something once a week. If y'all want to know, at the man called Banks, just look at all the work I've done in the past week alone. I'll probably just do Wiretap. That's about it. But otherwise than that, bro. Because I don't have nothing to talk about. Like, the only thing because here's the thing I feel like with podcasting. I've talked about it before. Unless you're talking about, like, wrestling. Yes. Like, you got to get creative. And that's my whole thing. Like, I get creative when it's time to get creative. I just start writing. I start writing words, freestyle off the top of the head. Because I have to deliver something. I hate y'all new subscribers. I love y'all, but I hate y'all. Legit, I have to just, like, all right, bro. So I'm going to give y'all some type of entertainment. I'm not going to just rant. I'm not going to bore y'all to death. I'm not going to do that. Got to give you something. And then, I got to be a professional. People keep showing up. All right, cool. Now I got to show love. I got to just do something totally different. But it's not a lot of sports going on. I was on Black Variant. I'll say that. So let's start off with that. I was on Black Variant. I talked about the writer's strike. Let's get into the mindset of Banks because I'll just talk about how I feel about everything involved with it. I talked about the writer's strike. We talked about Secret Invasion. At this point, I'm just going to write out Secret Invasion and the song thing on. I need to go back and finish this session. But otherwise than that, like, dude, I've been trying to find, like, movies to watch. Like, last night I was on my Split, but I was like, never mind. Never mind Split. If you haven't seen Split, great movie. Probably like M. Night Shyamalan's like last great movie. One of the few good ones he has. And when you look at his catalog, it's like, all right, but that's a lot of booth there, and then there's a lot of hits. So it's all perspective again with entertainment. I might just talk about that. Matter of fact, let's get into it. So when you look at his catalog, he's had, dare I say, not A-list actors, but he's had known actors in his movies. Because the Cabin movie's not good, but it's Dave Bautista. These movies that he makes are more so prone to the superstars or the stars involved. It's not him. Like, sometimes the story holds up. Like, the Cabin movie, I was about to say Knock Out the Cabin. I think that's what it is. But when you watch it, Knock Out the Cabin, you'll see how strong it is based on the character development alone. You got Batista in there, A+ actor. I don't know about him being like main event, but he can act really good. That's not a knock at him. It's just they don't put him as a superstar. At least not yet. But everything he's in, he's body from Drax to Blade Runner 2049, etc. So it's like I'm starting to think M. Night might be the Mike D'Antoni movie making. So you get these jobs based on who you are. And hold on one second, because again, it's like, all right, we got this offense, ain't too much defense, but we gonna win these games. Even if people say it's not good, hey, a win's a win. Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. And with that, it's just he's as strong as the offense that he has, and nothing else, nothing more. So a Split. Split is a great movie. Everybody did a hell of a job in that. I think his name is Ian. He played Magneto. I'm sorry, he played Professor X in the First Class series. That series, he played that. Did a hell of a job playing all his personalities. They say 23, but it mostly felt like just 2 or 3 tops. He was cross-dressing in one. He was the bald-head man in one. He played, when he's the bald-head one, he was acting like an animal. So, and then, of course, if y'all know the plot point at the end, that did get a pop out of me. That was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you wouldn't think it. Even though all these movies is connected, you wouldn't think it. But yeah, for him to be the villain tells you everything you need to know. So I won't spoil it for y'all, even though that's a 7-year-old movie at this point. You should watch it yourself. I think a 6-year-old. Actually, yeah, 2017. Seemed like it was like before that. Because I remember watching the video. I remember actually falling asleep to that movie. Woke up halfway towards the end. That's when I saw that plot. I said, oh, that's crazy. But no, otherwise than that, Unbreakable. Glass was good with Samuel L. Jackson. His movies are a bunch of Old is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I went back and watched it, and it was the whole thing of what's going on here. Like Tenet. I could watch Tenet right now, even though I haven't seen it since it came out. And that's one of the things we talked about in this pod. And that's the birth of this pod is Tenet. But with Tenet, it's like, God damn it. See, this is why I'm going in the studio or I'm changing it up. Can't keep using this device that doesn't stay still. It looked like Tenet. Look. That's Tenet right there. The camera shakes. All right. That's a Christopher Nolan movie, which I'll get into a little bit later. Actually, I did find some stuff to talk about. We gonna make it work, man. We gonna make this work. So with M. Night, it's a bunch of all right, cool. Y'all just gonna run these plays. That's it. It's nothing else, nothing more. We just gonna run these plays. All right, that's it. Run the plays. You ain't gonna really coach us? Nah. I'm gonna put a small forward at the 5. It's PJ Tucker. Essentially what the movie is. Like I won't say he's not directing, but it's just the writing, the plays, which is the writing, is just all over the wall, all over the place. There's only so much running we can do, bro. We gotta play in the half court. We gotta play some defense. Well, it's up to y'all to figure that out. And that's all he really is. So let me get to Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan is definitely more so like a Greg Popovich. Yeah, more so Greg Popovich. Like these movies, you don't like the movies. Like you like the movies, but you got to be into the game to really like these movies. And that's Christopher Nolan, Greg Popovich. Like, you really love basketball. You got to love basketball to love a Greg Popovich team being the Spurs. Like somebody talked about how Tim Duncan was first team All NBA as a rookie. Tim Duncan is one of the top 10 greatest players of all time, without question. But nobody likes Tim Duncan's game. It's boring. Same thing with the team as a whole. It's just like, all right, cool. We just running plays. We playing defense. We going to win 50 games or more for like the next 12 years. And that's it. And that gets you wins. It's the same thing with Christopher Nolan. The Christopher Nolan is more so Greg Popovich in the sense of you might not understand what's going on, but you gonna watch the movie. Like Tenet, we don't know what it's about, but you still gonna watch this movie just because. Watch the movie. It's gonna be a win because you're gonna talk about it 3 years later, and you really had no idea what's going on. So it's like an ABC structure, like Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is out now. I gotta see it in theaters. I don't know if I can watch that on the camera just because it's 3 hours. And besides that, I just, I want to see this bomb go off. Pause. I want to see what the hype is about. Like, it goes off. They said it's not supposed to go off. Whatever it is that they say about it, I still want to see it. So I got to see that in theaters. Barbie is out, too. Great marketing, too, that worked out. It started out just as a joke. 1 ticket for Barbie, 1 ticket for Oppenheimer. Christopher Nolan has heat because they like, oh, why is Barbie coming out the same day as me? Hey, bro, you just got to go ahead and take that L. Your movie wasn't going to, you could be a week apart. It's not going to gross more than Barbie. Barbie is about to dominate this year. I don't know if it's going to make more than Super Mario, but it's going to be up there. It's going to break the bank. So either way, he's going to lose. Because it's like, think about this. Do I want to be depressed and watch grown men talk about a bomb for 3 hours, the mega bomb, the atom bomb for 3 hours? Or do I want to see Margot Robbie be cosplaying as a doll? Like, it's some old heads that was some freaks back in the day. I won't say what they probably was into when it comes to the dolls, but they putting the 2 dolls together kissing each other. They probably want to see that over the bomb. Then they'll go watch, or actually they'll see that then go watch the bomb. Because there's some people buying tickets twice in one day, which is hustling backwards. Back in my day, you would actually buy 1 ticket, then go to the movie the next time. Like, you'll structure the time together so you can go see the movie. Like, all right, cool. I'm going to go see Barbie at this time, then I'm going to see Oppenheimer at this time. And that's how it works. So you just gave money to the machine that doesn't want to give money back to the people that make it work. Copy. So yeah, Christopher Nolan is more so Tim Duncan, and Mike D'Antoni, or M. Night Shyamalan is more so Mike D'Antoni, who's just gonna run these offenses. But yeah, going back to what I was watching, and that's how this whole conversation started. Split. Gonna watch it last night. Yo, I'm just watching Rick and Morty. That's all I can really tell y'all. Like, at this point with this writer's strike, now the actors are striking with the writers. The director's probably gonna be next. Y'all better just go back and watch reruns. Or go back and watch reruns. What's happening? Go back and watch that. Great show. I started back watching Sanford and Son this year. That's one of my comfort shows I watch before I go to sleep. Even though it's been Rick and Morty, so that's why my dreams are probably all convoluted and weird. But go watch something. You got to go back and watch the reruns. And I got to go back and watch Succession. Also, too, like I was saying, I was on Black Mirror this past week. Shouts out to X, shouts out to Ben. I'm going to subscribe to that regardless if I'm on here or not. I did it really because I had to promote. For my guy, Kung Fu Eddie. As of this recording, his first episode with me on it should be out. The second episode I produced for him should be out. I'll put the ad in here. Kung Fu Eddie, baby is how you enunciate it. That'll be out. Yeah, so I wish it was more talking about. I'd probably just do a podcast like a TV show if I could. Like, I'd make this like a real life Truman show if I really could. Because essentially that's what it is. Maybe that's why people do 50-50 split talk. Because their life consisting of dating. And my boring ass life consisting of just working. And that's all I do. I don't want to sound dark, but that's what my life is. It's definitely vacation time. Like I said, again, this episode will probably be this last in StreamYard. I just don't like the way it looks. I want to take this to another level. But that also gives me an excuse for taking a break because, I need breaks, man. And it's not even like a break. Like, I can't say I'm about to just sit back and, just relax and that's it. I'm not going to do that. Like, I don't believe in taking breaks like that. I do want to take a vacation. I'm not going to hold y'all. I definitely do want to take a vacation. just because. Like, I don't even know why I'm thinking about it, but I was trying to get my thoughts together. Like, I want to take a vacation. And I know I want to take a vacation because the past couple of days, I just been like fantasizing about being at the beach by myself, like listening to certain type of music. Like I like jazz music. Like I want to get my old head back. Like I can just see myself right now, picturing because I guess you're supposed to visualize, yourself before you do it and put these goals in mind before you actually do it. I just visualize myself being barefooted at the beach, just looking at the water. I don't even know where. I don't know vacation spots. Everybody go to Mexico, and I want to say the DR, but I'm not going there to put my feet in some sand. I'll just say that. But still, I digress. I really just want to go somewhere and chill out, man. And think about life. Play some music. Eat something. Do that. So, I think it's time for vacation. But I'm thinking about that much. When I start really thinking about stuff, it's like, all right, man, I might need to do that. So, and then, as far as the entertainment people, you don't have too much that you can really talk about right now because, again, the writer strike is going on. You can give your breakdown of what you watching. Secret Invasion, again, just to talk about that for a second, we talked about it on Black Variants, boring as hell. But I'll say tap in if you want something to watch. It's very much so like I said on Black Variant. It's a tour de France of acting. Like if you like rippity rap, that's what it is. You get to hear people rippity rap for a long period of time. Rhodey on there being a coon. Bob Marley on there, the dude that's playing Bob Marley. I don't know his name is Jabroni. He being the coon as well, but he being the coon for his people. Not the spoiler alert. Had no idea what's going on with that shit. I still watch. So why not? Gotta do something in your spare time. Till I can get a Steam Deck, I gotta do something in my spare time. Till I get a video game console. And that's why video games are important to me, because it's like, it helps me not only when I'm not working or working out, it helps me just get my mind off stuff. Like, this is the perfect time to have a game console or a PC or anything you preferably like to play, because it's nothing on, and video games kill time. And just as a video game mark, I like to have one just so I could be like, all right, cool. Playing whatever, knocking this out. So it'd be a perfect time to play a video game right now until training camp starts, which is, I think, next week, though. I don't want to talk about the Cowboys at all. I really don't want to talk about the Cowboys. When I come back, I'll have to. When I come back, I'll definitely have a lot of sports to talk about. Actually, I might start watching soccer, too. So I had that discussion this past week as well. Might actually start watching soccer. But I have no idea how to actually get into soccer. Like, I've been told about Premier Leagues and all these leagues and everything, and it's just like, all right, how do I do, like, where do I watch this? Like, I feel like on the apps that I got on my Droid, well, old Droid, I'm about to get a new Droid. I'll talk about that. Something else to talk about. But, I don't know exactly. Like, I look up the times on Bleacher Report. Like, when I'm done with this, I'm going to look and see what sports is on. That's how you do as a single man. You just find out what sports is on and be like, all right, this is how I'm going to structure my day until dinner time, then I'm going to go to sleep. WNBA is on today. MLB, of course. So it's like, all right, I'll find some stuff to do. That's how you do as a single man. Just like, all right, let me just like shop around for TV shows and stuff like that to watch. But with soccer, legit, the time frame doesn't add up, because it's like in America, it's like the times is like 8 a.m. Like, bro, by that time you get ready to go to work. I'm not watching. I can't watch a 3-hour soccer game. And I presume it's 3 hours because of the time. It's 3 hours. I feel like that type of game where they don't even score one basket or one goal, that's definitely 3 hours. If you're taking that long to score one goal, yeah, that's a 3-hour sport. If I'm not using my hands to pick up the ball, pause, that's definitely one sport, yeah. It's not more than one sport. I mean, it's not more than, it's not less than 3 hours. Like real-time basketball is like 2 hours. 2:45 with the commercials and everything. Football is about 2:45, 3 hours, somewhere around that. They using their hands. Soccer, and they scoring a lot of points. Soccer is not scoring a lot of points because they're using their feet. So that's definitely 3 hours. Could it take that long just to get one goal? So I might actually try to watch soccer. I'll see. I just got to check it on the times to see exactly what they come on. But I don't see how my mindset cater to soccer. Like, I don't know how soccer will work out for a person like me. That seems like he has ADHD. That's very indecisive, extremely indecisive. Like, I might start watching it, like, see what rugby on. Now, rugby, I will try to watch. Can't lie. I'll try to watch rugby and see what's going on. But soccer, I don't know if I'm there. I might still try to watch it. Why not? It's definitely. I mean, is NASCAR on right now? Which is a professional sport, by the way. Like, I've heard people say it's NASCAR is a professional sport. It's definitely a professional sport. But is NASCAR on right now? It's my biggest question. Because, yeah, I would definitely watch NASCAR. No, wait, I'm lying. I'll play NASCAR. I remember I played that on, I think the last one I played was like PlayStation 1, which is like Jeff Gordon's NASCAR racing, something like that. I think that's the last time I played it. Like, Van told me to play FIFA. Like, bro, I don't know if I have the mental capacity to play FIFA. I think I tried when I had it on Game Pass, and then I was just like, yeah, this doesn't work out for me. So I might actually try FIFA first, then go to soccer. Actually watch it. I don't know. Because it's like, I think about it, like, any sport that I watch, I'm probably going to play the game. Just so I can see if I can run the same plays or play the same exact way. So if I'm not watching, I don't think I should be playing it. Like NHL, like, I watch it again. I started back, but I don't play the game. So I feel like I should go back and play the game. Like, I just feel like that's how it is. So, yeah, of course it's not sports zone right now, so people got to reach the entertainment people. All you got to do is, and this is basically an entertainment film podcast by default, just because that's how we started. Obviously, we just talked about Mission Impossible, so which should probably be third. Nah, yeah, third, but it's still gonna make its money. It's made its money already, but third definitely. Just because of Oppenheimer and Barbie, which is marketing. Like, a lot of people probably really don't want to see Oppenheimer, going back to that, but they want to see it because of the memes. That's literally been the most marketing for music, and now it is with movies. That's why we're in the shithole, because it used to be you could see a trailer. Marketing now is all over social media and the memes and TikTok, and there you go. So Barbieheimer is gonna be 1 and 2. Definitely Barbie's gonna be number 1, and it might hold that spot for a minute. Ninja Turtles comes out within 2 weeks, and that's probably gonna take the second seed, and we go from there. And then Mission Impossible might, get the third seed again over Oppenheimer, because people are like, all right, it's not a summer blockbuster, it's more so an Academy movie. He just releases them during the summer. Also, shouts out to him for making the greatest Batman movie ever. Love the Batman, but nothing is touching the Dark Knight. 15-year anniversary. Shouts out to that movie overall. Talked about that this past week. Great movie. One of the greatest movies ever, not just comic book movie. So, yeah. Again, that's Greg Popovich. So, the Barbie movie, I will say this. I just can't do it, man. As a grown man, I don't know if I could sit there and watch it. Like, all right, let's say this. If Davis wants to talk about it, I'll watch it. Like, it's a PSA for Davis. If you watch that movie and you want to talk about it, I'll watch that movie and we can talk about it. We'll talk about it here. It's up to him. But that's the only way you're going to get me to watch it. Otherwise than that, I can't do it. And I'm not saying this as a man with pride or anything like that. I mean, that's for the pride people. But I'm not saying this as a man of, grunt. I'm not no tough guy. I get annoyed very easy, and that makes me want to be the tough guy. But I'm not a tough guy per se. But I just can't see it. Like in certain movies and stuff like that, I was like, all right, bro, I think that's out my range. It's legit. Some stuff is just like, oh, everything ain't fair about it. Like if I had a girl and she wanted to see it, obviously I would go see it. Now give me an excuse to see it. I'm like, oh yeah, let's go see Barbie. But my girl wanted to see it. But me by myself, I'm not seeing that. Not even on a camera. Like I don't see how that would work. And obviously the premise is more so outside of just, you know, Barbie. I think it has to do with a lot of life conceptual of life. Like, born, death, why do I feel this way, stuff like that. Which, is good writing. And that's what I heard it's more so about. It's just like, everything ain't perfect like it's supposed to be, but they planned it out in doll form. So on that basis, depending on how it's played out, I might just watch it. I go back on my word. I might just watch it. I could change my mind too. I hate when people say Banks changes. He just changed his word. Motherfucker, I got a mind, I could change my mind all the time. I change my mind like every 5 seconds about certain stuff, except for dinner, except for food. That's the only time I'm like, all right, I don't need to change my mind about stuff. But otherwise than that, I'm open to change my mind. So I don't have to do anything that I don't want to do. It's consequences and balances for everything, whether you're doing good or bad. So might watch that if that's the concept, but I don't know. But again, if Davis watches it, I'll definitely watch it. I remember they had that game on Super Nintendo to Barbie. Like, if Super Nintendo was out now, they'd have an Oppenheimer game. They definitely would. Just because back then they would give every game. A lot of movies had video games. I feel like but then again, I'm thinking about like, yo, what video game was really like Oppenheimer? Because Barbie is more so like The Sims. That's The Sims, really. Just a little bit more gratuitous is the word I'm looking for. Grotesque, I want to say, just because of certain things that happen. Like The Sims 2 and 3, we start having kids and stuff like that. Now they done modded, they done made the hood Sims and AKAs and sororities and all that, stepping out with BBLs. It's like, yo, this is the nigger agenda. I said, all right. I'm not knocking it because it's creative, but it's just wow. They got acrylics and everything. I'm like, yo, this is, yeah. I think Will Wright is the creator of Sims. If he find out about this, he gonna lose his mind. But the Oppenheimer game, like, I don't even know what game would really be like Oppenheimer. Command and Conquer. It's got to be somewhere along the lines of a strategy game. It couldn't be something without a strategy game. So Barbie is Sims, and then Oppenheimer probably be Command and Conquer, with just a ton of dialogue. I know one thing. I wonder if North Korea, looking at Oppenheimer, they stole our whole flow. We did something like this, or we're doing something like this right now. That dude that tried to jump that, yeah, you an idiot. Tried to get in North Korea, you're an idiot, bro. Yeah, they definitely beat him with Singapore canes like Steve Blackman and Lethal Weapon. Definitely doing that. But do not try to do that. Don't try to go to other countries and think it's sweet, no matter what color you think you are. Or whatever color you are, don't try to do that. Because they will beat your ass. So, prayers down to him. Should I get arrested? I don't know. It's not a lot. I mean, my Jey Uso. Oh, that's what I can do. So the Jey Uso Roman Reigns match is all but confirmed. Hey, by the time I come back, I have a new champ. It's been 3 years now, so I'm going up. I will say, and this leads me into this gonna be like the deep thought. You can cut this and probably put it on Instagram, whatever. Those dudes with the big ass hats that be having the LLC shit I hate. Bro, I want to go to work. Fuck own the business. I don't. God damn it. Well, maybe I do need to own the business so I just to stop dropping. But Everybody ain't built for business. I'm more so creative. I'm not good with business to a certain degree. Give me the creative side. I use my left brain a lot. So pause. Shouts out to our future. I will say patience is everything. So Dominic Mysterio just won the title over at NXT. And I told people, but a lot of people take things that I say and think of it as a troll. But it's truth in every joke. I said years ago, 2021, the dude's the future of wrestling. Now, this is a mid-card title from NXT. It don't matter. But people said he need to go to NXT. He went to NXT and won the title. What can you really say? He did it. Just patience. We just live in a world where everything has to be now, especially with pro wrestling marks. I just don't understand them. It's never like that. You got to have a build-up. So for him now, it just took a lot of patience, a lot of getting in the ring, a lot of work, learning ring psychology, which he's getting better at. He's still in his mid-20s, if not early 20s. He's still young. Like, he's got years to go before he becomes not green. He's still green. He just had his first pro match, 3 years ago? I still consider green. It takes time. All these things take time. So I always ask the question of, how long do you wait for somebody to become the butterfly? And it's starting to become he's the butterfly. I mean, a Mexican butterfly, but a butterfly. A judgment butterfly, a dark one, but a butterfly. He has a lot of heel heat. They boo him everywhere he goes. Judgment is over, mostly him and Rhea. It's just patience. And it takes time. So now he can just go up. You keep working. Obviously, nepotism plays a part, but it to a certain degree, it don't matter. There's been other workers that went from training with whoever they trained from, they go to OVW to now the main card, being a Randy Orton. The blessing that Dominic had was he trained with one of the top 10 greatest wrestlers of all time, being Rey Mysterio. Learning from him. Who else you gonna go? You gotta, you can still go to the PC or you can still learn from somebody. But if you can get directly from the greatest luchador of all time, or at least the most popular luchador of all time, train with him, who's your dad, who learned from Rey Mysterio Sr., his uncle. It's like, yeah, who's been around the Guerreros. Just like, I can keep on going. His lineage, like, that's who you learn from. You still got to get in the ring, though. A lot of people say you got to go through the PC, then you go to NXT, then go up. He did it a totally opposite way. He went from learning from his dad to being on the main card in stories, which gives you the great experience, learning that way, being on the road with his pops, being on the road with others, and then learning that way to getting better. So he's not doing 1,000 with, arm drags. Working with Brock Lesnar in matches. His pop's going against Brock Lesnar. He in the matches in some form of capacity. That's experience. And obviously, Vince, if he puts you at that focal point, it's a reason for that. Because it's like, it's sink or swim. That's with everything in life. Like, sometimes you just got to do it. You got to go through it and learn how to become better. You might be on the main card and you didn't realize it. Obviously, he's not on the main card. He's prominent. Sometimes he's on the main card in some type of capacity, whether it be tag, which is more experience, or, as a manager per se, but experience. Consistency is everything. Doing it is everything. That's why I was like, damn, it's nothing really for me to talk about, but let me get an episode out because consistency. And I do it because of the work ethic. I don't care about the numbers. Most stuff I do in life outside of podcasting might not be the best of numbers, but I believe in consistency. I believe in hard work. And that's why I said, all right, so these subscribers keep going up. I got to take this to a whole nother level. Because I would be remiss if I don't give you, whoever's watching this, thank you for being here, a better product. And just look more enjoyable. Like, look, I'm in a room right now. Like, you would prefer probably to see me in a studio, which is probably the next best thing, or some type of better environment. Because why do you want to look at somebody, especially me, just, stream them. And, most podcasts do stream art, which is fine because everybody's in different states and cities. So everybody doesn't want to be in one state and city and record, and that's fine. Because as long as the work gets done. So with me, I say, consistency is the word of the day or the year or whatever. It's got to be consistent, man, with everything that you do. And again, like I said, not to talk about me too much. I have other stuff that I want to chase that I've chased before podcasting that I started 5 years ago that was inconsistent. And I always get, tough on me, pause, because I was inconsistent with podcasting. If I would have, up until 3 years ago, I was inconsistent. Now I've been extremely too consistent. That's why I need a break. But other stuff that I want to do, I just been inconsistent. It's time to get back to it. I'm not quitting this. I don't quit anything. I just take a break. I just say I quit because, sometimes you get overworked, and it's fine. I make human mistakes. I'm not human, but at times I make human mistakes. But for me, consistency is everything. So this will be back in better form, than a better light, because I just want to be consistent and great at everything I do. But still, dreams I got to chase. So, shouts out to everybody chasing their dream. And that's probably what Dom is doing. Even just to have a mid card title is chasing his dream. Because who would have thought the little kid we seen in the program with him, or, Eddie Guerrero will be doing this. His sister not wrestling, he is. He could have said no and did something else, and I'm pretty sure is possibly happy with it, but he chose to chase a goal. And that's all we can do in this life, man. Chase a dream, man. Why not? I got goals beyond goals. I'm sorry if I'm looking out the window, man. Looking at this heat. Looking just 99 here. Feel like it's way hotter. Plus the humidity. It's going to last until September. I know that's not the weather report, but bruh, drink some water. For those that don't drink water, drink some water, please. A gallon. Don't try to drink soda. It's not going to work. Drink a ton of water. So, is that to go home? Drink some water. By Mike Jenkins, drink more water. Yeah, definitely drink more water. That's it, man. I honestly can't think of anything else to talk about. I just really want to put this out just because of consistency and to really thank the new subscribers just because y'all here. So obviously if you here, it's for a reason. So even with my lack of good formation, y'all here. So I thank you for that. So after this, again, no episode for a minute. Need to break myself. I might put out some old episodes if I can find some. I think I have some old episodes that was on Patreon. I'll probably put out here. Just so y'all can have something. But otherwise, it's like, yeah, bro, I need a break. I need a vacation. So, thank y'all for being here. I won't be taking a vacation yet, but this is just a vacation from doing this. Then when I come back, it'll definitely be way better. How it'll look. Trust me, y'all gonna love it. It's gonna be worth the wait, and there'll be more to talk about. So y'all just want to be hearing me ramble. But as always, at the man called B.anks. I shouldn't hit the intro, but I gotta get a new intro as well. But I got an outro for you, just so y'all can be familiar. Thank y'all as always. The man called B.anks on IG. Hate Twitter. And I won't give out Twitter because one day I like it, one day I don't. So it is what it is with it. But no, as always, thank y'all for being here. Follow me to be posted or to be updated on everything that's going on. Trust me, I'll be back in a couple of weeks. Something to talk about, and also I got everything, in order that I need to. Until then, take care.